You notice that Fabian is glowing with this very harsh light, and it feels like a shadow comes over the entire temple. Like, sometimes like a cloud will pass over, pass between you and the sun, and the shadow kind of comes and goes quickly. As you feel perhaps a divine presence, and with a gust of wind, the last little bits of Fabian's skull disappear, and the harsh light takes Fabian away.
Good.
And all that remains upon the altar is a round, glorious-looking medallion. The medallion is the symbol of Camelot.
Symbol of Camelot.
Yep.
Okay. I pick it up and look at it.
Okay. It's round. It's kind of circular. It's got a sword downwards facing with kind of star beams all around it. You feel...
Okay. Do I recognize the symbolry at all? Symbol?
Yeah.
Symbolism?
Camelot is another name for Arthur's realm.
Oh. Wow. Okay. Cool. All right. Well, I will. I'll put that in with my things for now. I'll have it identified later, I think.
Okay. I will put a picture of this in the party treasure.
Sweet.
I'll just put it right above the cell pile because that's probably what you'll do with it. I'm just joking. And there's a nice picture of it if you look at the stream. The glorious medallion of Camelot.
Or there would be if the stream was showing me anything. Oh well. I'll look at it in the notes.
Yeah.
It's not for me. For whatever reason, I've been having problems with Twitch.
Okay. And you feel that...
it's time for bed.
well, yeah, exactly. But you don't feel anything nefarious any longer.
Good. All right. I think I'll spend the rest of the evening here in prayer and meditation.
This might not be a bad place for us to make camp, says Oberon. He's like nodding for Azildan to come inside.
Yeah. Agreed. This is quite the place. I feel safe here. Thanks, Nuada.
Is anyone else really grateful Ukher wasn't here for that?
Ukher had his own path to do, his own path to follow, and at least for now, it took him away from us.
For some reason, I suspect Nuada would not look kindly upon Ukher's new form.
Yeah, probably not.
Oberon starts making camp on his little flying carpet, putting out his stuff, and you guys eventually get your rest. Galath spends most of his time in prayer over his new medallion.
Lemmy, cancel that. Lemmy's gonna go over here. He's gonna pull out his coat between the two walls, cracks and the thing, and put a little thing, a little cover, and sleep.
You sleep in Earth Elemental form?
Sure, why not?
Yeah, yeah. I have another form, so.
So you'll do that right before going to sleep, and okay. Morning comes, so I'm going to kind of start speeding up some time. So morning comes, and you guys are awoken by Ukher basically dumping treasure and gear from all the fallen things, kind of outside the temple.
Look what I found!
Yeah, exactly. He got back here early morning because he probably rose at the rising of the sun, whereas you guys were indoors. He just gives you a nod. He's a little bit in thought though.
What did I do?
How was your hunting trip?
Some of the ogres had to, and he just kind of makes a flick of the wrist across his neck, like he wasn't too happy with it, but.
Okay,
Bright
so
sides do.
You managed to save some of them, right? Oh, we need to get some wolfsbane. I do not want the women ogres spreading disease. Curse. Whatever. We can get some wolfsbane. Oh, but I got a lot of dire wolves now.
So that's a good thing?
He shrugs at that, and then he goes, I'm gonna go get some more weapons. What are we going to do with all the, we make Ukher sled.
That's what we're gonna have to do, friend.
Because I think some of the treasure was,
Wagons worth of stuff.
wagon loads worth of hides, trade goods, iron ore, and spices.
Yeah.
We'll make an Ukher train and just carry everything.
Just this massive Ukher sled.
We'll make a new road, just like we did last time.
Well, Ukher can turn into a wolf and run it, or he can just run it himself, whichever.
That's right, Ukher. Turn into something like that.
He could also use his treasure bowl, but some of these things are large. You might have to leave some of the wagon loads behind. Probably the wagon load of spices is the thing you want to take.
Well, as soon as we level, we'll be able to teleport and get all the shit back.
Yes, that's not meta at all.
Ukher doesn't come into the weird temple. He either has the heebie-jeebies or just decides to gather up things. You guys do rest and are able to recover your spells, and after 8 hours of rest, you are no longer fatigued nor exhausted.
More
And some of my
fucked up
ability
beyond all
damage heals,
belief.
and that's good stuff.
Oh, and all of your hero points. Not hero points, sorry. Your
Mythic points return.
Mythic points, yes. Awesome.
I'm used to
Galath
exhausting
feels the
my
connection with
mythic points.
Nuada return, like it's strong and as strong as ever.
Good.
And in that morning, you also find out what the medallion does. You have it on your person. You can treat 1s as 6s for channel positive energy.
Cool.
Nice.
Is that for lay on hands or just channel positive energy?
Both.
Okay, cool.
I'll add that lay on hands. And then once per day, you can use channel energy to dispel, we'll say also, or lay on hands, to dispel a darkness spell within 30 feet. Use character level as caster level.
Fucking yeah, that's awesome. I'm gonna put that on my character sheet.
It's called the Glorious Medallion of Cameloth. You can either wear it in a next slot to use it, or you can present it as part of a focus when you're doing your channeling.
Okay. I will use it as a slot list for now.
Okay.
I'm also going to put the Scabbard of Honing back into the pile, because I don't really need that anymore.
So yeah, Ukher, when you guys do some downtime, you can spread the treasure around, but Ukher is gathering up things, and Oberon's helping him pick through it, trying to be a good friend. Trying to be a good party wizard.
Really saved my ass.
Yep. Could I attach the medallion to Sir Pellin's prayer beads and have the effect of both?
What did the prayer beads do? Sorry?
It's a +1 or once per day swift action casting paladin or good aligned spell at +1 caster level. It doesn't really make a difference because they're both slotless items, but
Yeah, you could wrap them around each other and
I
hold
like the
them,
idea
or
of,
have them on
of
the
it
same.
being
Sure.
together. Yeah.
Yep.
Hey, these are large animals. Lemmy can turn into a large animal. I can
Oh.
drag one of these. Wait, I can't. I'm too weak.
Why don't we make big wolf sled?
I guess that'll work.
What?
Sure, that'll work.
A
They're
dire
large.
wolf sled pulling all of your gear. Mush! Says Ukher. You don't know what he's talking about, but
Lemmy gets it.
yeah, let me guess it.
Chuckles at that.
I will start working on sled.
Lemmy will give him a hand with. I'll gear my spells to shape. What's it called? Wood shape?
Wood shape? Do any of you have knowledge, like craft carpentry or anything like that?
Lemmy does. Craft woodworking.
Oh, okay. So
Carpentry
yeah,
tools.
putting together a sled and ropes and things like that. Knowledge nature could also help. Handle animal could also help with the wolves. But basically, I think you guys are making a big ass dire wolf. Pulled sled. That is so led by what's his name? Joe.
So I'll use a couple of wood shapes to do that. How many wood shapes do I need?
You spend a day gathering up treasure.
Sure, I'll spend a day doing that.
And building a sled. I'm gonna make a note of this. You may actually want to buy a sled, but you make something makeshift that will basically drag all the equipment and things along. Party pages, journal. I just want to see what day it is. You did the battle. You confronted the savage cannibal spirit, and slew the famine daemon.
It's a big day.
It's definitely a big day.
Did we level?
We already leveled.
You cleansed the cursed bones of the cannibal. The
Cannibalism's bad, okay?
Nalburnese warrior, and freed the priest's spirit. Nuada is pleased. On the Ash the 28th. Oh yeah, then we'll make a note that Ukher had to kill 3 of the ogres who were too brutish to let go. He spared the 2 women and asserted his dominance over 5 direwolves.
Besides Uriksho.
Yep. Ash the 28th, the party loots Redlake Fort. It's worth me going over what that is, and then Ukher and Lemmy-O build a dire wolf sled. that's so metal.
Hilarious.
It's very fitting, you know, like all the Norse gods had like these crazy animals and mounts and that sort of thing. So
right,
very neat.
How would that work? Shut up and drink your mead.
So some of the things that you find: Rage of the One-Eyed God is a +2 vicious great axe. The Redlake Cleaver, although it's large, is a 2d8 +2 19 through 20 crit exotic to use one-handed weapon. You find an amulet, a natural armor +3, a +2, a cloak +3, +2. Ring of Hatred. This would be really cool if you were a ranger. Gives you a +2 to one of your favorite enemies.
Fuck yeah.
The Ring of Enmity grants favored defense feat.
Which is like, yeah, also ranger stuff.
Yeah, you apply your favorite enemy, I believe, as a dodge bonus to your AC. A Ring of Counterspells with Magic Missile in it. Lemmy-O could have used that one. The Diadem of Silver Skulls is a headband of alluring charisma that also gives +1 DCs and caster level to fear abilities. The Butcher's Belt is a +2 strength, +2 con belt.
That's pretty awesome.
There's a Wand of Magic Missiles and some really good potions. There are 4 Masterwork Lances that are out of the pile that you, I don't know, may want to use as spare lances. 20 exotic saddles. We'll say that you kind of destroyed 6 of them trying to make the sled. Like you use straps and leathers off of that. This is kind of important. 12 wooden carved panels of giants. It's a series of intricate carvings upon wood panels with brass frames. The carvings depict accurate proportions of 12 different subraces of giant. You know the Vitruvian Man, the guy in a circle?
Yes.
Basically, each one of these is a giant of a different type. in the circle, like a typical sort of looking giant. The Oberon says something along the lines like he's seen this before, like somebody copied this from another known work and kind of use that as just carvings. He says the known work might actually have writings about the giants. You recognize some of the 12 giants that are here. Ogre, Tusk Giant you fought before, Hill Giant, and then Stone, Frost, Fire, Cloud, and Storm Giant. Then there are 4 others that you don't quite recognize. We'll say that if you study this for a minute, they'll give you a +2 bonus in identifying giants using Knowledge Nature.
Yeah, that's what I wanted to use them for. Do we need to keep them after that?
Yes, like you need to look at it for a minute going, I think it's this.
All right.
The exquisite wooden panel that's also here is a tree carving.
Does Lemmy look at this and recognize any of it?
Yeah, give me a second. I'm actually going to change the maps because this might be... first, give me a knowledge geography for Yggdrasil.
Ig?
Yeah.
Okay.
As we haven't opened this map in a really long time.
It's been a few sessions.
We're back.
Yep.
I rolled. I'm still waiting.
Oh, is it being bitchy?
Yeah. It's being itchy. It's a D20 plus 8 if you unroll it, Marty.
18.
Yay! 18, sir.
Okay. It is... let's see. It is on the second branch of Midgard.
We're going to Fregren? Fjordgren?
Fjordgren is the third branch of Midgard.
That's the third branch.
Yep. I will build the map a little bit later, but I'll make some notes
Sure.
as to the things that are on it. There is a... Actually, it was the orcs. Yeah, the giants. So this is basically the second branch of Midgard. You know what? No, it is the third branch of Midgard. My bad. I was thinking of something else. And I'm going to start to add some things onto the map.
Sure.
First, you now know where where the branch to Vosgard is.
That's awesome. Does it show me how to get back home from where this is?
I'm going to add a dot right here. It says something called
Are you adding the dot?
Odin's Gate, but then in brackets it says Vosgard. It shows a blue river
Hello? Okay.
That travels along Yggdrasil.
It goes out of Yggdrasil, correct? Pretty sure this thing came out of Yggdrasil. The river came out of Yggdrasil.
And you also see another dot along the map. Called the
the hell am I looking at here?
called Castle at the Cave.
That's supposed to be some castle that, not Vosgard, but the
Nobody.
Galath's people, yeah.
You see there is a, let's see, where am I going? I'm going right here, a little bit up. Fort on the Ton.
Fort on the Ton?
Yep.
What does that mean?
You're not sure. This seems to be a place that and then there is also something in here called, and I need a book. Actually, we'll give it a very simple name. Remember, this giants may have written this, so I can always change the labels later. It's called Grenseldik's Treasury. You see a question mark saying Knights.
Okay. There you are, you assholes.
And then give me a D9, Lemmy-O. We'll do something a little bit random.
A D9?
Yep.
Okay. Three. Can I add a D6 to that? I'm not joking with that question.
Can you roll another D9?
Sure. 7.
Okay. There's something listed on here that says dog-headed god king.
Knowledge religion.
And then something that says around here, it says giant raids. Actually, no, we'll call it the raiding grounds. The happy raiding grounds. And we'll call these the broken forts. And we'll call this slumbering god. Just a little dot here. It's basically you find a treasure trove of things on a far off branch of the third branch of Midgard.
Okay. Might ask my friends over at Stemma Glen to scry on me while I'm looking at this.
Now, you also saw that this matches up with some of the things that Grolf talked about.
Yeah, if I compare it, didn't I take etchings of its cave drawings as well?
Yep.
So can I use both of those to get like a better idea of where things are, like where Galath's home is?
Yeah, and didn't Grolf make reference to a castle?
Yeah, the castle within the tree. That's what I was asking about this one.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think that's what he called it.
Lemmy takes notes and sketches of Grolf's many cave paintings, including a path along Yggdrasil to Nalbrin that passes a castle in the branches of a great tree. The castle flies heraldry that matches a long offshoot of Galath's family. So, you actually know where Nalbrin is. And Nalbrin's over here.
Fuck yeah!
Where's Nalbrin? I'm looking for the dot. Oh, it's right there. Cool. Marty.
Yep. And then the castle that they pass on the way is actually right here. And I think we named the castle. I forget what we named it. I think it's in the equipment. There is silver coins from King Cleventar of Korak, famous for the Battle of Bloody Clovers. No, that's not it. Long lost. What's your last name, Galath? Cairbrand, right?
Yeah, Galath Cairbrand is the fortress he was from.
I'm gonna have to go through my mini notes to find it, unless I added it somewhere on one of your character sheets. Maybe your background. No. Offshoot was what I used. I used the word offshoot. Nope. So we'll basically say we'll put a note by that castle. Apparently that's the different than the castle at the cave. And this one is... Actually, you know what? We'll make this just the cave. And then the castle... Nalbrin is castle. Good. And I guess we can erase the knights question mark that the giants actually had.
Yeah. Also, a quick question here, Marty.
Yep.
You said the what's it called? Dog-headed God King. I did a
Oh wait.
knowledge religion.
This is a cave of the Lenorm. That's right.
Okay.
There we go. That makes more sense because the castle is on the way to Nalbrin, and
Right.
There's a Lenorm that apparently is haunting. You know, he's haunting Yig on the other side of this gate or this passage, but he might also have a lair in Yggdrasil, which apparently the giants know about. What's interesting is Gren Seldik's treasury, and then the word ton. You've heard the word ton associated with the giants before. So this whole branch may be used by the giants. Doesn't answer where the orcs are coming from, but it answers where some of the giants are coming from.
I assume the orcs are coming from the bottom. Assume. But I did a knowledge religion 28 for the dog-headed God King. What is that?
There is a pantheon out there where a lot of the gods have anthropomorphic animal heads. That's as much as you get.
Okay.
You don't
how
remember
big is
these
this
gods
tab?
being friendly. You remember a lot of capricious stories and stories of slavery.
Okay. How many? Sorry. How big is this thing? This tablet.
It's a big wooden frame, maybe a few feet to a side, like 2 feet to a side.
Oh, it's huge.
Yeah.
Got it. Okay.
It's really
Can I
concentrating on this area, but it does show like other parts of the tree. It doesn't. It actually knew about the troll camp, the troll bridge. It actually had the troll bridge written on it.
But it doesn't have anything up here.
It actually called the Gash. It called this place. It kind of labeled this entire place as the orcs, orc territory. Like the giants may have respected the orc territory and what they were doing.
Okay. Can I take an etching of this?
Yeah, you can take a rubbing of it.
Yeah. Basically.
Yeah. But I guess somebody else can carry it, or maybe
That, and then I just in case I don't have somebody carrying it with me or for me, like I can still,
sure.
you know.
Yeah.
So we'll carry that as well. Okay. I was hoping to get to. So what I was looking for was the vault. I was thinking that a vault will have information like this as well.
It could. They were druids that apparently failed long ago to protect Yggdrasil.
So they might have informaciones. Anyway.
It's really not up to me what you guys do, though. So
Yeah, I know. It's up to these assholes.
I will switch back to the maybe to the Runeshod map. Is that where you guys are heading back to, or the Overland map?
Well, let's teleport to the. Let's go. We need to level, right?
We need to train somewhere, yeah.
And we can't do it here. So.
Well, I don't think Runeshod really provides us anything we can train with, to be perfectly honest. I think we're past their level.
We'd be doing that training on your own.
Yep.
Montage! Gotta do a montage.
So I can do cleric over there, and I have to do druid on my own.
No, you can't do anything over there.
Okay, I'm just going to go to the world map then.
Oh shit! You're right. Balls.
Okay. Ukher in his massive sled, he leads, your group basically travels back down through the Sissel of Harlfell, which is a much more safe place. People might actually be able to start settling this place once again. The reason why I mention this is that you're technically indirectly in control of the territory of Runeshod, of Rovland, if you will. It takes you about through the snows with the Ukher, with the massive wolf-pulled sled and Ukher pushing things around. We'll say it takes you 4 days to return to Runeshod. Let's just get some of the joino going. That brings us into the first month of spring, which is the 2nd of Alder. Alder the 2nd. Each of the months in this world are named after trees. Okay. You guys have only been gone for a couple of weeks, so Lokrik is still there. The changes, I'm just going to make some notes. The Lord's Hall has burned to the ground.
The Lord's Hall.
The Jarl's Hall.
Burned to the ground, eh? I didn't do it.
Are we on conversation, or...?
Yeah, I'm just going to the conversation layer.
Okay.
Ukher manages to find enough Wolfsbane tea. So Wolfbane tea is made for... what was her name? It was Sister Slobber and...
the two giantesses.
Yeah, the two ogre women. I'm sure if I search for Slobber on the...
No, you don't want to do that. You cannot unsee.
Lurch. I'll just call them the two ogresses. Is made for the two ogresses.
Should we start leveling our characters?
You find out that you find out that the it was the townsfolk that burned the Jarl's Hall.
Okay.
Yes.
And when you return to Sailor Wormbine, they've set up a seat in the back of Sailor Wormbine.
Okay.
There's actually carpenters working on the seat right now. Lokrik is there. He's... Oh, you've returned.
Don't leave us alone again.
Did you slay
We missed you so much.
Did you slay the dragon?
No, we did not get to Yig. We didn't get a chance to get to Yggdrasil. We made it to the Red Fort, the Redwood
Redlake Fort.
Redlake Fort. Thank you.
Come, we'll have something to eat tonight, and we'll celebrate and share our stories in this hallowed hall.
He looks back at the carpenters.
I couldn't say no about them making a seat here.
You notice that they picked a spot, so it's like the massive red dragon head that is at the back of Sailor Wormbine is kind of looming over the seat, and from the steps coming into this place with the gods along the sides, this is a very, very ostentatious throne, if you will.
Yeah. A possession of power.
This dwarfs any throne that I have in Dvergholm by age and importance. It is a bit much, but these people have been inspired.
And he glances up at Galath.
By now, Lokrik sees that Galath's hand is missing.
What happened?
He goes over to have a look.
No,
Giant.
no.
Cuts my hand off in battle.
He looks at him. Lemmy looks at Lokrik like snitching. Like,
Yep.
didn't want it.
Wasn't just a giant. It was the princess herself.
I thought she was a queen.
No, it was her daughter. Her fat, ugly, rude daughter.
Who begged for her life at the end.
Yes, they were most disagreeable. Many of them also practiced cannibalism, and there was some spirit that we vanquished, says Oberon. It was all justified.
And Lemmy almost died.
Yes, I almost died as well. I was this close to dying.
Thanks to Oberon's quick thinking.
No. It was thanks
And
to
bravery.
it was thanks to all of your bravery. For if we didn't go into the Vilgren Troll's lair and find these scrolls, I would have never been able to bring Lemmy-O back.
Yeah,
Like a child hugging a parent. Lemmy hugs his thigh like.
Okay.
Thanks, Oberon.
He returns the hug.
right,
Still broken, says Ukher.
Azildan kind of leans down and let me. You know, once we fix him, if you do that, he'll use his electric grasp on you, right?
Hard disintegrate.
Come,
Get your hugs in now.
let us talk about what we're going to do for Galath's hand.
Lokrik seems pretty concerned about this.
Can't we still use the gauntlet
Hmm?
and attach it somehow? Perhaps fashion some kind of hand, attach it, and put the gauntlet on it.
And then I could use magic to animate the hand, says Oberon.
That's just creepy.
Well, I'm not sure what Galath's interested in.
1 second here, I have to look something up.
Hold on.
What's creepy about having a hand back?
It's not having a hand back. It's the having a fake hand and then animating it with magic.
Or not animate it, whatever. You just want to hold a shield, am I right? And, carry your holy symbol.
It's not unheard of that dwarves have been able to create rather realistic replicas of missing limbs, hands included. It would take a bit of work, a bit of fine smithing, but a metal hand could be made. We could make it a mithril hand for the Knight of the Silver Hand.
Lokrik, you can be my Krania, and Oberon, my Kanta.
I don't know what it is, but it sounds good.
They were the servants of New Order, a fine smith and a doctor who together fashioned his silver arm that gave him back the right to rule.
I wouldn't call him a servant.
Servant in his task only.
Lokrik smiles.
Old King Lokrik taps him on the shoulder. It'll make the finest for your arm.
Of course, I only make reference to the stories.
I'm not king yet. I'm not 50. Soon, though. Soon.
You're showing some wrinkles. Makes sense.
Lokrik is
He's 49. He's almost 50. It's very close.
26th of Hawthorne is and Adam's begging for a status update.
We're still alive.
Show me some love. Yeah, the internet here has been really bad too, Adam. So we've had to restart everything twice tonight, which really fucking blows. Yeah, I almost killed Lemmy.
Very close.
Almost killed Lemmy. Like 1 round away using limited wish scroll to Breath of Life Lemmy.
Hero points.
2
mythic
hero points from Oberon save Lemmy. Did he use 2 or did he use 1? He used 2. Yeah, because he used 2. Yep.
And 1 for Galath. 1 for Galath to kill the
Yes.
demon.
So I think thus begins your 9th level downtime. I think you are training on your own, and that's the first thing that you'll do. So let me just we might as well do that now. Normally do leveling up off stream, but we still have time for like an encounter after this or something after this.
Yeah.
Leveling should be long.
Training to level, you guys are going up to level 9. It'll take you if you're training alone, either double the cost or double the time. I'm assuming you want to double the cost.
How much is it?
600 gold.
Yeah, fuck yeah.
A piece or
instead
total?
of 300.
Per level? Or per class, rather?
Just total.
Fuck yeah, we'll
Oh,
double
totally.
cost.
Double
Yeah.
cost.
Okay, and it'll be 15 days. So I will advance 15 days as you guys are training. Basically,
1,500 off.
and given that you guys can travel between Dvergholm and Runeshod, both places are pretty safe for you at the moment.
Okay, that works. I think Runeshot's probably fine since we're already there.
So 15 is 17. So Alder the 17th. It'll be Alder the 18th. Training complete. Our training happens between Alder the 3rd and Alder the 18th.
I need Oberon to craft a 14,000 gold piece, four items for me.
Take those rods and shove them up your butt.
I need them. I need those. It's my bread and butter.
I need a freaking arm. I think
Yeah,
I'm gonna
work
go
with
first.
Lokrik. Work with Lokrik. So he can craft 2 of those things very quickly because they're not one piece. He can just do them like
So,
a day. He can do one in a day basically.
I think the first thing that Oberon and Lokrik are going to craft is a hand for Galath. I'm assuming that this is probably taking precedence.
Yep.
There is some.
Something needs to happen first, though.
This is feet level, right?
Yes. Are you guys going to? Let's quickly divvy some treasure. So Rage of the One-Eyed God, the +2 vicious axe.
Not for me.
Nope.
It's probably a Ukher weapon.
He might
I
not
don't know
want
if
it
he wants-
because it does D6
does
points of
damage.
damage to yourself.
Can he negate that with his DR? Or?
No, you can't.
I didn't think so. All right. Yeah, I wouldn't think he would want it either.
All right, it's a sell item. The Redlake Cleaver.
Anyone?
Nope. Lemmy doesn't want any of the weapons.
I don't really need that either.
I already mentioned what I'm interested in. Everything else can sell it if you don't want it. Oh, venom immunity. That's nice.
All right, while he's responding for that, a natural amulet of natural armor +3.
Hello.
If that goes to Galath, I think there's a hand-me-down, right?
Sir has a +2 that goes to somebody else.
Okay, so change yours to a +3. Is yours just a named item, or is it just a standard?
I don't believe it's even a named item. I think it's just a standard.
Okay, change yours to +3.
Okay.
Question: Does this does not stack with Barkskin, right?
No,
It does not stack.
it's the
Okay.
same. It is effectively the
buff.
same spell.
Essentially enhancement
Then
bonus,
I don't
yeah.
want it. I don't want it.
Okay. There are 2 +2s left.
I've got a +1.
Okay, change yours to a +2.
Okay, it's Blood Tusks amulet
Okay,
that I've got now.
Sure. Blood Tusks amulet is a +1
+1.
amulet.
Yeah,
And you took the +2 one, Azildan?
yeah, I'll take a. Yeah.
All right. Oberon could use a +2 or higher. Lokrik could use a +2 or higher. Lemmy-O doesn't have one, so why not? Why don't we give Lemmy-O the amulet of natural armor +1? Lemmy?
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay, I will paste that onto your sheet.
Loot, 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 loot.
You'll have to switch it up with Hand of the Mage whenever you want to use Hand of the Mage.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, a cloak of resistance +3, and a cloak of resistance +2.
Good.
Ukher has a cloak +3. Azildan, you already have a +3.
Yep.
Lemmy-O has a +3.
3.
I think I need that then. Because I have a +1.
Yeah, that's a significant boost. So yeah, I will put just add yours at +3, and I'll put the +1 cloak into the sell pile.
Okay.
Okay,
That's
a
a big
cloak of
boost.
resistance +2. Does anyone need that? Let's check Lokrik and Oberon. Lokrik's got a vest +2, and Oberon's got a cloak +3. So I think that's sell pile, or do you want to save it for cohorts?
Save it for cohorts.
Okay.
We're only supposed to use, just so I'm clear, we're only supposed to use NPC level gear, right? Like you.
For cohorts, I think
Yeah.
I think I gave. Give me a second. Cohort workbench under rules and guidelines. I said use. Use the starting wealth twice NPC basic.
Oh, okay, so I get. I'll add some stuff then.
I think there's NPC elite and then NPC basic. So you may want to look at the chart again.
Yeah, there's heroic and non-heroic. I think
Yeah.
is the terms they use. I'll have to have a look again. Yeah.
Okay. Back to loot. We've got the Ring of Hatred and the Ring of Enmity. These are
Neither
really-
of those are useful
really-
for anyone who's not a ranger.
Right, they're really rare items. I don't know if you keep them or try to sell them. Guys, you want to help me out
Retrain
here?
in ranger, I don't know.
Sell them.
Yeah.
Unless we like, I don't think we got a ranger cohort coming up.
Use them to taunt rangers.
Yeah.
Look how awesome our items are!
Okay. Ring of Counterspells.
Probably
I
that's
don't- Lemmy or Oberon.
Anyone with an open ring slot, basically.
Yeah, we can't. Those are good rings. Don't get rid
No,
of
no.
those.
Oberon doesn't want to give up his Ring of Freedom of Movement and Mind Shielding.
I don't fucking blame them.
It's a great ring.
Lokrik could use it.
Lokrik doesn't come on our adventures, he doesn't get anything. I'm kidding.
Looks like Ukher's got rings. Azildan, let's upgrade your Ring of Protection +1 to a +2.
Okay.
I will take off Blood Tusk's ring. I just nabbed it. And then you can add a Ring of Protection +2.
Thank you.
But still leaves the Ring of Counterspells. Lemmy, do you have an open ring slot?
No. I don't.
Galath got lots of rings.
Got a few rings.
Azildan, do you have an open ring slot? Doesn't.
No, well, I've got Meridian belts.
What was the other ring that you gave me? Ring of.
In theory.
You gave me a ring that was a hand-me-down. Was it an amulet of protection?
Yeah, it's
Natural
I
armor?
added it to your next slot. You've got 2 items in your next slot. So.
I see. Okay.
Azildan or Lokrik basically gets a Ring of Counterspells.
Let Lokrik have it. It's fine.
As a king, for now, yeah.
Yeah, the king should have ring of
He also
Counterspells.
has a beard slot, so his ring of
Yeah, he doesn't have to.
his ring of the salamander will go in the beard slot. Protects his beard against fire. Diadem of Silver Skulls. This is a +2 charisma item that gives you a +1 caster level with fear spells and effects.
I almost want to give that to Oberon, but then it's like... But he doesn't...
Oberon will learn the fear spell.
But he's too much of a wimp to use it.
No, scaring people away is better than killing them.
Oh, okay. All right, cool. Let's give it to him then.
Okay. Yay. Yay, Oberon. Giving him the charisma to do good. The Butcher's Belt, +2 enhancement bonus to strength, +2 con. I actually don't think Ukher wants this.
No, I think he likes the belt he has better.
Yeah, his +4 belt with the Meridian Power and the standard action to rage and the morale bonus. Yeah, he spent a lot of money in his belt last level. So
It's a pretty cool belt.
+2 strength, +2 con belt.
Who doesn't
Ukher
have
passes.
a belt?
Not me, actually.
You don't have a
Take it.
belt?
Is
I
it-
have a belt, and I don't want that.
Okay.
Oh, you
Oh,
don't
I-
want this belt?
I like my Dex belt better.
Okay.
Yeah. What about Lokrik? Does Lokrik need something like this?
Lokrik is wearing the Iron Belt of Power, +2 strength with a Keen Edge spell.
I will get rid of my Dex belt and take that if nobody wants it. I have a +2
I'm
Dex.
a little less.
The con bonus.
Yeah, I want the con bonus.
Given
A
that
little
you
squishy.
almost died and you're pretty squishy,
Yeah.
Yeah.
okay, the Butcher's Belt goes on Lemmy.
Because he's a butcher!
It's a cursed belt of butchering. Oh my god.
You start eating yourself!
For fuck's sakes.
Okay, I'm
Wait,
gonna paste it,
so-
Lemmy.
Yeah,
Ahmed.
so I'm losing. Yeah, that's fine. I'm adjusting something else. So Dex is.
And I think
0.
the credible dex of the dexterity will put a spare item. I think those are all hand-me-downs at this point. I think everyone's got belts.
So it's
dex.
strength and con, right?
Uh-huh.
Yep.
Yay, I have I have a 0
Wand of
strength.
Magic Missiles, I'm just going to put on Oberon. I'll put the potions on as per what we normally do. On Ukher.
On Ukher.
Yep. And then some Masterwork Lances I'll put on spare gear for...
A couple of those.
Ukher can make his...
I have over 100 hit points.
Oh, good for you.
Woohoo! That's not
do you
just
want
rare.
100 javelins?
Yeah. We will use them at one point. Guaranteed. We're gonna store that at what do you call it? We'll store 50 at.
Okay.
Sailor Rumbine.
All right. It looks
And
like you already have 4 Masterwork Lances on your character sheet, so I'm going to put gear other
Yeah.
Rune Shod.
In case I ever need to like arm a bunch of people with lances for some reason.
Sure.
think
You'll keep
you
4
do.
on your horse, and then you'll keep maybe a stack at Rune Shod.
Yeah.
The 100 javelins and 20 pylons, I'm just going to stick in the equipment, which
Those
seems to be
pylons should be destroyed.
Easy.
just in case
Bastards.
Ukher goes javelin crazy. You've got
Right.
181 javelins and 29 pylons. It's like
Good lord.
you can arm an army almost with the stuff that you're carrying around. 14 exotic direwolf saddles.
Sell some of those.
Hmm?
We'll sell it to the guy at the. You know the weird guy who has weird animals.
Sure. You'll probably get like 20 gold pieces a pop for that.
Yeah, that's fine. Whatever. I'll take that. That's training money.
Yes, it is. A bunch of coins. That's good. A marble bust of a giant god. Are you selling that, or are you keeping it?
Who's the god? Do we know?
Knowledge religion.
Hmm. 25, natural 20.
It is the founder of it is the head of the giant pantheon named Anam.
And the alignment of this god is what?
Anam is... He also carries the name of Allfather, which is kind of confusing compared to the...
That is a little confusing.
yeah.
Okay, well maybe I'll just
Hey, give me a second. I'll find a better page for this. He's a greater deity. He's the god of giants, creation, learning, philosophy, and fertility. He is a neutral god.